making other people laugh. I don't know, something happens to me and it makes me happy whenever I'm down. I
Okay.
started TikTok. I wasn't consistent. I would post and whatever blew up, I would see what blew up, and I would actually make like a little sheet. I'm not a
Call the
minor.
cops right now.
I didn't mean like that. I swear.
Welcome back to Seeking Success Podcast, the number one virtual podcast in the world. Today, we have a very special guest, Mithusha, aka ME2CHAT, a South Asian TikToker with over 130,000 followers on TikTok. This girl is known for so many things. She's a multi-talented comedian, singer, dancer, an all-in-one. Awesome to have you on, Mithusha.
Hi.
It's actually very funny. We literally had what's his name? Deluxe on very recently, but like I think this one, like Radies was like the most amped for. He's like, bro, everybody in the Tamil community knows her. It's gonna be so sturdy. She's down. So I'm actually very excited.
Shit.
I was able to go over your profile and like I love the stuff you're doing. Hilarious, even the stuff I don't understand. But I also like how you're even piecing in like the mental health aspect, which is so awesome. So we're gonna jump into the podcast. Give us a quick rundown. Who is Mithusha?
So basically, I just do videos to make like. Since I was a kid, I always liked like making videos. Like it would be like TikToks, Dub Smash, and all that. YouTube even ever since I was a little kid. But like I was always shy to post all that because like I come from like Quebec, so most of the time it's not a lot of brown people here and stuff. So I wouldn't really post myself like that. And as soon as COVID hit and I got out of high school, I was like, okay, it's my time to shine. And I started posting stuff and stuff. But like my sister told me to post. Not really like she told me like you should do it. And yeah, so there I am. I started taking TikTok seriously just in May last year, and I was going pretty well. So I'm glad.
That's awesome. No, definitely. Pretty well is an understatement. Like, and honestly, followers, views, these are all things that actually show you're doing well. But what really shows you're doing well is when so many different people in different communities, different age groups, they're talking about you. And from what we've been hearing and we did from our research, we can see there's a lot of attention around you. So what you're doing is definitely some positive stuff. We fuck with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna lie, like it's crazy. Like there's certain people who like you don't even have to ask them, like you just ask them like, oh, have you seen this video? And they're like, yeah, that's that girl. Like everyone just knows. And I think especially in Toronto, like when was the last time you came to Toronto?
I came in December my cousin was doing an event, but I only came for a day and I had to leave. But I always come during summer, but not other than summer.
Where like I mean, I think if you were to go to certain parts of Toronto, like I think you're definitely gonna be like needing security. Everyone's gonna be stopping you. You're gonna be like, yo.
Last summer when I came, when I was just like doing I just started TikTok. I was walking around like I forgot the name. I think Kennedy Station or something. I was just there.
Yeah.
And this girl came and was like, "You're Mithusha, right? I follow you on TikTok." And she just ran away. I was like, "Whoa!" I did not expect that at all.
Word. So okay, we've all I guess everyone in the community kind of follows you and stays up to date with what you do. Like you've blown up for a couple different things. One is like the public singing, which I've noticed. Your dog and like your famous quote, which I'm sure you'll say one or two times in this podcast. But recently, we've seen you post a lot about you hating Valentine's Day. Why do you hate Valentine's Day? You're dressed in black today. We're filming on Valentine's Day.
I mean, you know what? Valentine's Day is cute. I'll leave like couples enjoy it.
Yeah, don't lie.
I'll leave couples enjoy it. I'll leave it, but it's just like I don't know, something about I hate this holiday for some reason. I hate it. It's like, why is it special today? Why can't you like love the same person every day? Why is it? It's just made because companies and businesses want you to spend money. That's it,
bro.
That's it.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Listen, I've been saying this for years. Like I'm married and I've been with my wife for like, we're married for a year, but I've been with her for 8 years. We're dating prior, like high school, whatever. And like, obviously we celebrate these holidays, whatever. But it's like, yo, like, you know, all this is bullshit. Like Valentine's Day. I know, like, for example, Easter, I don't want to say it's bullshit. It's a religious holiday, but like the whole Easter bunny aspect's all
the
bullshit.
Bunny scares me.
Halloween.
The bunny scares me.
Like all this, these like commercial holidays, like they took something that was significant to a community or like a religion, and then they commercialized the fuck out of it, and just monetization. Mother's Day, now they got Family Day, Brother's Day, Sibling Day, like all these different days, bro. They just want something to celebrate. It's like, and it's fine. I'm not against it. Yeah, love your wife, go love your mom, go love your brothers, siblings day, go awesome, good for you, more power to you. But I'm not about your commercialization. I'm not buying your stupid cards. I'm not buying your specially wrapped candies for more money.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
But you know what I'm
Yo,
gonna
the
buy
worst.
though? You know what I'm gonna buy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow when everything is under discount and stuff, I'm getting all the
Oh, she
chocolate.
knows.
I'm getting it.
She knows. She
That's an
knows.
advantage. You gotta
Dude,
do it.
dude,
Yo,
100%.
and
November
the
1st
thing
is
is
always that
too,
time of year.
the worst part is too, like if you don't start buying it, the girls or okay, I'm not gonna speak for everyone here, but you know how girls be, fam. Girls will look and be like, oh, like her boyfriend got her this. Why didn't you get me this? And it's like,
Oh,
100%.
you know what I mean? Like you're like getting gaslit into buying stuff. But okay, anyways, we'll
Bro.
talk more about maybe we'll talk more about relationships in a bit, but we want to ask you, like, how did you start making, like, Tamil TikToks? Like, how did that happen? Because I think it's very, like, it's different. Like, you don't really see that. And I think you're probably the biggest Tamil TikToker, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't say that. I
Which,
feel like there's a lot, but I feel like I do get a lot of support. I'm very grateful for that. How I
hmm
started is okay. So basically, before I always wanted to do TikTok. In 2020, I was in high school, and that's when I started doing TikToks itself, just post trends and all that. And I got my first 60,000 followers on TikTok because of
oh,
I did a
that's
video where I
amazing.
was like scraping my teeth with my friend, and then when you do this, it makes like an Indian song comes, and I just started dancing. So that's where I got my first 60K. Uh,
Dope.
and after that, I just did like English TikToks to like just I just wanted to fit in because ever since I was a kid, it was always like, yeah, I'm Canadian born and everything, but coming back home, you live that Tamil, like South Asian,
Oh, yeah.
under that South Asian culture, but then you go out, you have to live that Canadian culture. I was always having trouble to
Yeah.
put that together, so I was like, okay, I want to make videos in English and all that, so I can get accepted in the community. But then I realized
Mm.
it's not really me. It's not helping me, whatever. And I was going through a lot, figuring out shit and other stuff too. I was going through a lot, and my sister told me, was like, "Yo, you make everyone laugh." Even in my like high school yearbook, I'm hyped about it. I'm known to be the class clown, even on the yearbook and stuff. And I was like, "Shit, like, okay, how can I put everything together and like make something out of this?" Because my sister is known as a
hmm
dancer in the community, and I was always like
Okay.
known as Virushiga's little sister. It's proud. I'm still
Mm.
proud to be her sister, but I was always under that shadow ever since I was a kid. So I was like, I want to make a name for myself. And the
Mm.
person that
Mm.
I was behind the shadow of is the person that made me who I am today. Because I started making videos with her because I was scared to make videos. And I started making Tamil TikTok because she told me, yo, you're so funny in Tamil. Like, I make aunties and uncles laugh all the time. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah, yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it. I'll do it. And
Nice.
well, ever since then. So I'm really glad.
Fire.
It just,
No, that's definitely a talent to have, right? Especially like when you're already funny, you already have someone in your family who's doing something. Like it makes so much sense to take
yeah.
advantage and like take this in. It's crazy. At one point, you were in your sister's shadow, but I would argue that now your sister might actually be in your shadow, right? It's
Ooh.
like the other
I
way
mean, my
around now.
sister.
She's like Uno
I mean,
reverse.
my sister is known for dance and stuff, which like
Yeah.
I can't dance. People are telling me, yeah, you can dance, but I can't dance. My sister, she got talent. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
But one thing I do for sure is like making people laugh, and it's just because making other people laugh. I don't know, something happens to me, and it makes me happy whenever I'm down. So seeing other
Yeah.
Right
people
on.
smile makes me happy. So if I can do that all the time, then I'll
Right
do
on.
it. It doesn't even feel like a
Right
job
on.
making videos.
Oh, for sure. That and that's the beauty of content creation, right? Just sparking emotions out of people. And now that we're talking about content creation, we want to ask. So when you started, what was like the thing that started helping you grow the most? And what's some best tips and tricks for people starting out?
Mm.
One thing I would say for sure, like I did before, where I was trying to target the whole TikTok community by doing trends and all that. People say
Yeah.
it helps, but trust me, it doesn't. For me, it didn't help. I'm not gonna say it doesn't help for everybody. For me, it didn't help. You have to target a population from there. You have to find a community, and especially me, I got really lucky. I feel like Tamil community is very, very supportive, and
Oh yeah.
that helped me. And
100%.
now, like videos, people from Brazil watches me now. People from like
Yeah.
it's you have to hit one target and
Oh for sure.
move up from there, and always stay true to that
Oh for sure.
target that you started from. Always.
All right on. I love it. And you know what? Firsthand, I remember seeing this back a couple months back when Radies started. moving from just like regular content to like community content on TikTok specifically. And that's when I realized, I'm like, damn, because realistically speaking, like brown people are everywhere. Yeah, there's a bunch of different us. There's Indians, Tamils, Punjabis, Pakistanis, you name it. But it's crazy at all these communities. I think the strongest ones are definitely like the Punjabis, Tamils, Afghans, and like especially on TikTok. So it's so awesome that a person like you, the Lux, you guys took full advantage of this and are making content that you would have made regardless, but now it's catered to a specific community. So instead of going for this broad approach, it's more of like a deep approach, and that's phenomenal to see. If you were to give advice for somebody starting off, what would your best advice be to become a better content creator?
Don't feel like it's a job by saying, okay, because I know people say you have to stay consistent, post all the time. That will drain you. You will just feel like it's a job, and at the end of the day, you'll just start posting rubbish, and you're gonna be like, you're not gonna be proud of your videos, right?
Yes.
Post videos when you feel like it. You sit down, you have an idea, do it. Like, don't just write it, do it, because you're in that like creative space. Just do it, but don't feel like you have to be consistent, because it's just gonna mentally just drain you. And just take your time with it. Everyone has their own flow. I've been trying to, ever since Superwoman was like bumping. I was like 9. I would put posters. I would put posters on my wall as well, and be like, oh, what if it was a girl? Like I would do that. But I came from there, and I would do stuff like YouTube, TikTok, Musically, Dub Smash, Mad Libs, and you name it, Vine, everything, all that. And it just went well now, because like I took my time. I was being true to myself. So just stay true to yourself. Don't feel like you have to be consistent. Post whenever you want. And
okay, so I wanna just play devil's advocate here, just for the sake of like whatever. So do you think that it is possible to be successful without being consistent? Because I feel like, and Umar, I think you agree with me on this, because we haven't blown up on TikTok, but for YouTube, we found that if you're not consistent, like you don't have a career. So do you think it's mainly for TikTok, or you think in general people should just be more true to themselves and just post when they want to?
I would say YouTube. I wouldn't really speak on it, because I haven't started YouTube, and but for TikTok, I would really say it's really like, because stressing, like right now, I feel like I 100% feel like I have to be consistent, right? But I stress myself at a point that I get this like writer's block, and whenever I do videos, it just doesn't make any sense, and I hate it, right? And I like it's like I take it up instantly. But I would say for TikTok, just be true to yourself. YouTube, I wouldn't speak on it much, since I don't have a like experience on it. But mostly TikTok, like just do it. Like don't stress. It's not a big production like a TV show, because like when that happens, that's when like your true self goes down, and you try to portray yourself as someone else just to please others. Just try to be yourself, and boom, what is real will prosper for you. That's what I always go for.
That's true.
That's wow.
I want to ask that real quick though, Mithusha. Do you think like, because me personally, like one of my TikTok pages that does really well, when I started off, right out of the gate, it's always been consistent, like minimum 1 to 2 a week. Now I have like just past 31,000, and I post more casually just because we just built the podcast right now. Most of my attention is going towards the podcast, right? And I noticed, even though I kind of pulled my foot off the gas a bit, the views haven't really been affected. If I put a good video, I know what video is going to do well, and they still do well. Do you think this is a luxury we have now that we built the audience? Like, do you think a new creator could get away with it? Because me personally, this is what I preach to my own students when I help them with content creation. I'm like, yo, you got to post every single day, like no matter what. It's crazy. It's literally opposite of what you're saying. It's like, I don't care about shit. Like you got to fucking post every single day, because every day there's somebody else joining these platforms, making better content than you are. And the only thing you have is your work and your effort, right? And that was my ideology, right? And I know you're a mental health advocate, so maybe that has something to do with it. But do you think this is a luxury we have now that we're more established? Or do you think even for the beginner, they should just kind of see how it feels?
So I'll go with my experience. So when I started TikTok, I wasn't consistent. I would post, and whatever blew up, I would see what blew up. And I would actually make like a little sheet on my like note to be like, okay, this blew up on this month and why. Like I did like a calendar on whenever I posted which one blew up. So I saw that it was like it would be like bi-weekly or what type of content it is. So I would like do like content analysis within my videos, right? So that's when I realized, okay, these are the type of videos people like. So it's like, I would say, I don't know how to say in French, but it's like
Say it in French. Say it in French. I'll translate it.
Like try and like I don't know, like you just have to make you just have to make mistakes and try and learn from your mistakes. It's okay to not be consistent. Because my older brother gave me when I was telling him I can't be consistent. Like it just doesn't bring my true side anymore. I just feel like I'm doing it for others and
Yes.
not me anymore. Which I would love doing it for others, right? But I feel like it would only be
Yes.
good quality content when I do it for myself and it's true to myself. And he was like, "Yo, you started
Yes.
doing this because you love it, because you were being yourself, and you would just pick up your camera whenever you get an idea, and then you will film it.
Yes. Yes.
When you start feeling like you have to be
Mm-hmm.
consistent every day, you're gonna feel like it's a job, and you realize whenever
Yeah, that's
you
true.
go to a job, you hate it, right? Because it gets
Yeah,
repetitive.
that's
So
true.
you don't want to hate your passion. So what I do is
That's true.
I leave my passion to passion. Job is job. So I don't mix
Yes.
together. I don't make my passion feel like a job because I don't want to hate what I'm
Okay.
doing at the end of the day, right?
Fair
But
enough. Fair
whoever,
enough. I do want to add to something.
yeah,
Oh,
no, go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say I do want to add something like something completely that flew over my head is I guess every niche is different
Mm-hmm.
because in your niche, for example, the more true you are, people are gonna see that. Like obviously, I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
Tamil, right? So when I watch your videos with Alexa's videos, there's only so much I could get from it. I'm getting more of the body language because obviously I'm from an Indian household, so a lot of it resonates, right? So I can pick up the vibes. But the reality is the more true you are, the less bullshit, and the more real it is, the more it's gonna be like Radies saying, "Oh my God, my appa says this too."
Yeah.
You know, my mom says this too, and then it's so much more real. Like you're sparking a real emotion versus if someone in your niche is just trying to bang out content every single day and you're forcing the concepts. I guess the videos will do like garbage,
Mhm.
right? And I guess every niche depends on
Yeah.
different. Like in the crypto niche, for example, that's what me and Radies really blow off in. If we were to post once a week, it would
Oh
be
no way!
impossible.
Yo, Mithusha, take in. So during like the whole like crypto market, like the whole boom, the hype, me and Umar, we were posting 8 YouTube videos a
Insane.
day.
Damn.
Yeah. Like full
Yeah,
length, 7 to 8 minutes, researching the topics.
yeah.
Like
That's
it was
crazy.
It was, and
I
like,
don't know how we
and
did
the thing
it.
is, like, we had to do that, or else we would have missed out on so many
So many
opportunities
views.
Yeah.
and so many
I
views,
guess it
and like,
really varies from like niche to niche. But I'm
yeah,
very
yeah,
much of a like quantity type of person. So that's just who I
yes.
am. But I know a lot of people like Tilux he's very consistent and he goes with that
Mm-hmm.
and it worked out for him, right? But my advice would always be like stay true to yourself, like take it easy, you know. You don't want to stress out your passion. You don't want to do
Yo,
that.
and I think one thing as well that I really appreciate about what you said is I think a lot of people don't even realize that like people like you make a list of your content does well and like you said do like the actual content
Oh
analysis because
yeah.
some people think like oh she just makes
Mm-hmm.
TikToks and oh you just sit in front of the camera dance whatever but I don't think they really understand the level of thought that
Yeah.
goes into making all these videos and
Oh, for sure.
especially like with you right like it's not like you just making videos you have to actually think about like okay if I say this the community will relate to it if I
Mm-hmm.
say this people are going to be like oh whatever and like you can tell when a content creator is like smart and they say certain things to like provoke certain
Yeah.
emotions.
Oh,
And
for sure.
I can definitely say like I've seen some of the stuff Mithusha posts. I've seen it and I'm like, yo, I know why she posted this. Like she's trying to make the comments go crazy right now, and like it works,
Yeah, it
right?
does. But yeah.
And I think like even do you remember like because I think you duetted one of my videos. Do you remember
Yeah, I
that?
do. I didn't know it was you. I can't believe you're one of those people, bro. I can't believe that.
What do you mean one of
Yo,
those people?
What a
I can't
guy.
believe you made a mutton roll joke. You out of all people, I can't
No,
believe you did that.
I didn't say mutton
Wait.
roll.
Hold on, hold on.
Unemotional.
Matusha, what's wrong with Munros? Isn't that
Hell
like a
no.
very famous Tamil dish? It's like a nice snack, like kind of like the
Yeah,
Tamil
that is
samosa,
you
no?
explain to him. This is your friend. You got it.
Yo,
I am not getting involved. I am not getting involved.
I love. Wait,
yo,
so
Omar,
wait, Matusha, you don't like
Oh my god,
Munros?
I'm not answering that.
Well, I'm so confused, fam. They
those
were talking about like those little ones that look like spring rolls. They're like crispy, they're brown.
yeah the mutton rolls.
Those are fire.
Yeah, you like them, right?
Yeah, I love them, bro.
Wait,
Anyways, bro, moving on.
okay.
No, so Mithusha, I didn't say mutton rolls. I said something worse actually.
Run it
Huh?
back. What'd you say?
I said glop jam. No, but okay, so listen. Okay, so I don't make those type of videos, right? I don't make like obviously I don't make like Tamil content, but like if there's ever like those like CapCut trends, I realized that like when I relate it back to something Tamil related, it just goes crazy. And I was like, okay, well if it works, let me do it again. So then I seen the guy do the mutton roll one, and I'm like, okay, like let me put my own twist on it. And like I actually like glop jam. It tastes good, like no cap, it's actually good. So I was like, okay,
Fire, bro.
boom,
Those little
glop jam.
brown
And then
balls.
Java is fire.
yeah,
Whew.
and then I see I forgot who it was. I think it was Achu or someone tag you, and I'm like, oh shit. And then you said something like yeah, like Vara Nunika or something like that, and I'm like, oh okay. It was like 3 a.m. or super late, and you post your TikTok, and I'm like, oh shit, like this has got real. I think you deleted it like an hour
Yeah,
or something
because
after, something like that.
I realized I posted it so much that I was like, do I want to give this attention to like these fucking type of jokes that's gonna ruin food? Do I want to do that?
Mm,
Because at the same time, a lot of
that's
kids
fast.
watching me. A lot of kids watching me, and
Yes.
I want to like one thing for sure. I want to
Yeah.
be a role model to these kids because like that's ever since I grew up. Like I saw MIA. I don't know if you guys know MIA Matenki, the rapper. Do you guys know who MIA is?
Am
It's
I?
a British Tamil rapper from. She makes songs with like Travis Scott. She's very like indie and like she makes like she raps.
Oh
Yeah,
word.
Oh,
she's Sri Lankan
shit.
Tamil. So
Okay.
growing up seeing her, I was like, damn, that's representation. Like if she can
Yeah.
do it, I can
Mm,
do it as well. And like
yes.
that's why whenever like I really prioritize my audience to like teenagers or like kids trying to figure themselves out because I've needed that when I was a kid, and that's why even on my Instagram
Hmm.
story, like I do fashion design, and it's very rare for like a brown girl to do fashion design. Imagine I go to class and it's just Caucasian people all around. I'm the only colored person there, and like
Yeah.
that's why I posted on my story. I was like, yo, if you guys need advice on fashion design and what school to go to, what program you want to choose,
Hmm.
hit me up. And I answer them. I give them like a fully lengthy like paragraph to explain and stuff. But like
Nice.
that's just who I want to like be, and I just want to do good. That's it. And I don't do this just for clout. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't do this for clout and like try to act like clout is fun. It is like it feels good, yes, but you got to use that on a certain degree to be positive and try to make an impact,
Oh, for
for your
sure.
people. So
Well, Mithusha, what you said is actually very awesome because I remember when I just got started off in the
hmm
content space. Actually, my first time like entering the content space, or not first time, but on Instagram at least, I was getting my real estate
yeah,
license around the time I actually met Radies. And I remember there was one real estate agent in specific. I messaged him, and I messaged hundreds of real estate agents. And this guy was like, he entered, like, replied back in a paragraph, and he's pretty sturdy at the time, especially. He kind of fell off now, but he was like super dope
hmm
back then. And
Damn.
whole whole paragraph, fire, do
damn,
this, crush it. And then I went back and forth with him, and he said, bro, you're awesome. Let's link up. I'll take you out for coffee. I meet him, and he had this beautiful Jaguar. He takes me out. I'm like 18, 19, or
wait,
maybe I was
who
20
is
at the time. Takes me
it?
his Jaguar. He's just a real estate
Oh,
agent.
okay,
He's nobody famous,
oh,
to be
okay,
honest. But like the point is like he had like a couple thousand followers, right? But the point is like when somebody that you look up to like replies and gives you feedback and value, it's like not only is it like it feels nice as like a follower, like oh my god, this person actually cares
yeah,
about their followers. But like, because now I will forever remember that guy, and I'm always grateful for that guy, right? If he was still creating content, I would be sharing his stuff and whatever, right? So it's the little things we do as creators with our
hmm
communities that differentiates us, right? Versus imagine if you just didn't reply,
nah,
right? Like
Mm.
how long would you follow someone like that, and then you're like, oh, he's
hmm
cool, whatever, and then he fell off,
Yo,
you're like, oh, screw this
like
guy.
I
the
really
the
take
thing
my
is
time
too.
to sit down and answer my DMs, like the ones that
Mhm.
like
Right.
not like just random guys that be like, hi, can I be that part of your video? No, but I really take my time to answer my DMs to people like that because like is it doesn't even feel like followers. I'm being dead ass. I'm not trying to sound corny, but it dead ass feel like friends. Like it doesn't even feel like it
Oh
just
yeah,
feels like you put in a Discord like
it's
freaking thing, and
community.
then you just talk to a lot of people. Like
Yeah,
yeah, it just feels like community, and that's what I want to do. Like it just feels good
yeah, for
helping
sure.
others because it
Oh
makes me
yeah.
feel good. So that's it. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, and I think like that's one of the most fulfilling things you could do. And I want to say as well, like I said, like I've heard from certain people that Medusa is actually someone that they look up to. Because let's be real, like you are breaking those barriers, you are doing those
Oh
things.
my
Like
god.
it's pretty hard to like one, blow up on TikTok, and then two, like be consistent with it. And like we mentioned in the intro, like you're doing a bunch of things. You're doing like the comedy, you're emceeing an event soon. You're doing like a lot, and I think you should also pat yourself on the shoulder because like I said, like I think you are really providing an impact, and a lot of people are looking up to you and think, "Oh, like I want to be like that." And I guarantee you, there's a little girl out there who looks at your stuff and says, "Oh, like when I grow up, I
Oh
want to
my
be
god,
like
that
her."
was like,
So
Oh yeah,
I'll
for sure.
cry if that happens. That's too
I
cute.
promise you, that's definitely a thing. And
100%, that's a reality.
yeah, 100%. Like, bro, I don't even think it's like 100%. It has to be. And we want to ask you as well because we kind of touched on like being recognized in public and stuff. Like, what's like a give us like a crazy story
Oh
of like when
my
you got
god.
recognized in public.
Okay, so basically, this story is like it gets me hyped up because it was just amazing. Like it was like if she watches this right now, like thank you for making my freaking year, and it just started. So
Hey,
I went to London last month, and I was just
Nice.
I roam around London and like I was alone, and I was taking like this metro tube or something, and this girl came up and it was like 8 p.m. and this girl came up and she was like, "You're Mithusha, right? In London." And I was like,
mm,
"Yeah, it's me" and stuff. And I was talking to her. She's like, "Can I take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Of course!" Like, "Oh my gosh, please do, please!"
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I'm fangirling over you. Like, please do. And then I asked her, I was like, "Are you Tamil?" She was not even Tamil, and that's when I knew that like it's
oh
going
wow,
like I thought I was just like recognized by Tamils, but she was Malayali, and it was
I see.
crazy to me. Like that like
Mm.
being recognized in another freaking continent in another city that I'm not even from
yeah.
is just it was the best. It was literally the best.
I think that's what I'm saying. Like, I think you are really like breaking a lot of the cultural norms. And like, yo, okay, so I went to the UK for the first time last year, and ever since I came back, I've been saying UK's top tier, Toronto's
Yo,
shit. What do you think?
I'm telling you right now, I'm moving to London in 3 years. I'm out of here.
Yes,
I'm
yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
I'm going over
because
there.
I do fashion design, right?
Yeah.
And London is a big fashion
Yeah.
city,
Mm,
and I already plan to move there. I already told my parents and everything. I already like started to look like in
Nice.
like places and everything. I went to London like 4 times in my life. I'm going back this summer,
wow.
so I love
Yeah, I'm jealous.
I
What the
love it there.
hell?
I got a lot of friends and family there. Like I love it. People
That is
from
Yeah.
so
London
dope.
say Toronto is lit, and I'm like, "Yo, Toronto's okay." You know what? I'm not gonna speak. I'm not from Toronto. I'm not gonna speak over it. But like, I
Yo,
hate
I'll
Canada.
say it. Toronto's
I hate
shit.
Canada, bro. I hate Canada.
No, I think
Yeah.
like okay, so Mithusha, tell me if you agree with me here, but I think like London has like a much better environment to be a content creator as opposed to
Yeah,
here. Do you agree with that?
people are so supportive there. People are very supportive, and I
Yeah.
realized,
Yo,
yo,
okay, see, I'm not the only
yo,
one
people.
saying this, fam. Yo, 'cause I'm telling Umar, and Umar's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You only went there once. Da, da, da,
Like
da. I'm like, nah, it's different.
my cousin is like he lives in Wembley. It's Brown Central.
Yeah, yeah,
It,
Wembley.
Yeah, we know Wembley.
it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brown
yeah. We're
Central.
not stupid,
Okay,
Medusa.
I was just saying because
I'm
I
kidding.
didn't know that.
I'm kidding.
But
I'm kidding.
he lives there, and like just around the corner where he lives, he has friends and everything, and he would literally go to his house, and
Mhm.
their mom would treat them so good. I feel like Canada and like North
Mm.
America itself got very westernized. That you can't just go to a neighbor's house and be like, "What's up?" I feel like Europe still keeps those traditions and all of that. And the thing is, I would never raise my kids in North America. That's for sure. It got too westernized.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
really like love the way the education system is in Europe compared to here, and that's 100%. I'm
Mhm.
moving to London in 3 years. I'm out of here.
Fire.
Yo.
Fire. Fire. That's awesome. We want to also ask Mithusha, this is like kind of off topic, but do you receive any hate slash backlash for making these comedy videos about parents and whatnot? We asked Alexa the same question.
I'll be so honest. I'm not trying to sound like I'm all that because I'm not all that. Trust me, but I don't get hate. Like after
Yeah, I told you,
I
Fire.
don't
fam. I told
after
you.
seeing this video, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you don't get hate. Like let me hate on you." But even that, maybe it's because also the way I think is hate itself is not gonna really like hurt me because like like you're just someone behind a screen with user 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 like speak up but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
at the same time like most of the time because okay I got tattoos, I got belly piercing, I'm very different compared to like how brown parents want a brown girl to be, But
Yeah.
but one thing is I want to say to my brown girls is just be honest and stop lying to your parents. I know you're gonna get killed, but stop lying to your parents, and one day they will just accept you. One day they will accept you, and that's how even
Yes.
aunties and uncles are always like, "Yo, thank you for being honest with me." And they watch my videos. They're like, "Oh, you do this. You have
Yeah.
tattoos. You have this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, and what? At least I'm not
Yeah.
lying to you. I'm not doing behind your
For
back. Do
sure.
you want me to do behind your back?
Mm.
If that's the case, then that's even more disrespectful."
Yeah. Okay, yo.
You know
So
what?
let's actually
Holy
talk about this
smokes,
because yo, it's
dude.
Valentine's Day today, so let's actually talk about this, okay?
Ayo. Okay.
No. Listen. So okay, usually the whole thing is like, oh, a brown girl can't have a boyfriend and like she can't go out. Da 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 da. Do you think they should hide it, or do you think they should just be honest and just face the
Okay,
consequences?
obviously, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you should be honest to your parents, because some parents do be like, exporting their
Yeah,
kids to
crazy.
like, Sri Lanka and all that.
Yeah, certified
Yeah, but
crazy.
one thing I'm gonna say is, oh man, that's a hard question. Like,
That
what?
is.
Okay, wait. What about your kids? Let's say you had a daughter in the future. What would you want her to do?
Be honest, 100%. Be honest, because okay, I'll
Mm,
I'll open up a little bit, but I was in a toxic relationship, and a lot of things happened to me, and obviously
mm,
as a mom, as me being the daughter and having a mom, I would like to tell that to my mom and be like, "Yo, help me! Like, I want your support. I
Mm.
want your physical like love right now. I need a hug. I'm like, would you really want to be crying in your room alone and no one knows in the house? Like, that
that's
hurts." And in the
Yeah.
yeah.
future, me being a mom, and if I have daughters, I would never want my daughters to go through the same thing. And 100%, I want my daughter to come and talk to me and not be afraid.
Mm.
I want to be
Yes.
the first person they think of when something's going down. Because a lot of things I went through,
Man.
my mom still doesn't know, and
Mm.
it will hurt her. And then at the same time, I can't tell her, but I don't want to put my daughters in
Mm,
the same position. And I want to be a mom one day. That's 100%. Like, being a mom is the
I
best
know.
thing ever. Like, I don't know, but just
For
by
sure.
seeing, I can't wait to have kids in the future. Even though I don't have a man, but still.
It's okay. But okay, so Mithusha, let me ask you this. So you said like you wish you had someone to talk to, but now you wouldn't tell her because you feel like there's no point. Do you think you like if you were able to tell her while you were going through it, do you think you would have told her?
Even then, I suck at opening up. But one thing is, I
Mm.
have an older sister. She's 7 years older than me, and she's like my mom. She's a very like mother figure, and she had my back 100%, and I'm grateful for that.
Mm.
To this day, I wouldn't tell my mom all that because I know it will hurt her. I went through it, got over it. I'm good now, even though I still go through my battles every day. But I wouldn't
For
put
sure.
Yeah.
my mom through that, because knowing your daughter went through that and you couldn't be there for her, then I wouldn't want to hurt her. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
hurt her like that. But
For sure.
That's very
No, for
mature of
sure.
you.
yeah,
That's actually
Yeah,
like
that is.
yeah.
I also want to add, Mithusha, it's crazy that you said that because I kind of resonate in a sense. Obviously, I'm a dude, right? So we don't really go through heartbreak the same way a
yeah,
woman would. I mean, to a certain degree, of course,
Yo, speak for
heartbreak is
yourself, bro.
heartbreak.
I'm still crying.
but but no, it's so crazy because like I've always been the guy where if I was dealing with something personally, I wouldn't tell anyone about it. Not my wife, not my friends, no one. Like no one. Maybe sometimes my brother. But even then, like I don't like to put negativity out there and bullshit. I like to just deal with it
yeah.
myself, right? But it's so weird. I've always been that friend where for some reason everyone wants to fucking come tell me their problems. They
Same,
want to
bro.
cry on my
Oh,
shoulder.
same.
So it's so weird. It's so weird that like it's like, oh, maybe I should be talking about my shit. But like it's so weird. But like, yeah, it's like I think it really depends on the type of person you are. Because like to each their own, right? I've helped like not I don't want to say helped, but I've helped people or my friends reflect on their own current states and like
Yo,
just let
I'll
them
say,
talk to me and listen.
Umar's being too nice and humble right now. Yo, when I was going through like heartbreak, like bro, I was down fucking bad,
Mm.
and Umar was the guy who was helping me out the whole like.
When
I'm not
Omar,
gonna lie. I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. Yeah, like
Nah.
Umar,
I was
like
just listening to him, bro.
nah. Like Umar would tell me like, yo, like do this, like think about this. Like he would even like just come link up with me like random like late at night. I'd hit him up, be like, yo, fam, like I just need someone to talk to. I just link up with this guy, boom. So like Umar's lying when he say he's trying to be like, oh yeah, like yo, I just need what, like, yo, nah. Umar's actually that guy. So I gotta say, and yeah, bro, like
Yeah,
again, I think people know this now. Like it's like you need to have that person to
We need
talk to
to, man. We
sometimes,
need
yeah,
and
to.
I think like It's hard, and I think we've us three like I obviously I know Umar's, but like Mithusha, I'm sure you have your thing. Like I think we've all had that like dark phase where like we went through some serious deep
Mhm.
shit. Like I can say I have as well, and it's like when you're alone and like it's not
Yeah,
even
it's
like
hard.
you just feel lonely, and that feeling of
Yeah,
loneliness is like I saw a quote today where it's like I'm okay with being alone, but if I feel lonely, that's where I'm kind of
Yeah,
like, ooh, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And I think there's a
for
lot of
sure.
like that's deep. You know what I mean? Like I think
It
yeah.
it's
I know.
is.
I'll
It
be like in
is.
my feels and shit, but
Dude, but that's what it also takes a vulnerable person to put that information out there, to trust their friend and tell them, right?
yeah.
mm,
Where
But
big
not
ups to
even
like
that.
I don't want to mention Radies, but like big ups to him for even like coming to a friend, right? Whether it was me or somebody
Not
else.
a lot of people do that. So big
But like
ups.
that's the hard part, right? Because like it's so much easier if like you have a friend going through it because it's so weird. A lot of these things sound so serious in your head, but when you say it out loud, it kind of like sounds a bit stupid. But the only way that's gonna happen is if you tell your friend. Because sometimes, like again, like not just Radies, like I don't want to put Radies on the spot, but like when
no, no,
friends
bro,
tell me
put me
about
on
their
the spot. It's fine.
problems,
It's fine.
it's like they'll say something to you, and it's like, bro, like you sound retarded right
So,
now. Like
Mithusha, so far it feels like you've been just smashing through your goals and accomplishments. What are some of your future goals that you have for yourself?
So basically, I did like a brand board vision. So I really want to
Oh,
open a streetwear brand in the future. That's one of my
ooh,
nice.
biggest goals. I really want to represent our people, like Tamil through a streetwear brand. You know, like streetwear is very like you see it everywhere. We're wearing streetwear right now, and if I can represent our people through something, and make less like not make it as a cultural appropriation and make it more as a cultural appreciation and bring everyone together and
ooh,
finally make Tamil being known, then that's my goal. I wanna just help make an impact because coming from a background of
100%.
like Tamilam and like all of our you know libraries in Sri Lanka and like our stories got burnt and everything. I want to make an impact of bringing those stories back and work on a
Mm,
mm.
streetwear. You can even go ask your mom, dad, parents, whoever. They will tell you their stories about them coming to Canada. So my goal one day is also like writing a book about all of those people and make
Oh,
that library that we lost and actually never forget Tamilam. It would never will die out. So that's my goal to always
wow.
keep our
mm.
people remembered.
You
Yo,
know
that
what's
that's
actually,
so
man,
powerful.
and it's not just powerful, it's so wholesome. The love I see, like the passion you have for like your community and your people, it's insane. And like even when we hit the Lux on the first time, I didn't realize how passionate this community was because my whole life I grew up around Tamil people. My coworkers are Tamil, my high school buddies are Tamil, even Radies, like one of my closest friends, one of my best friends, Tamil, right? But I never got like the Tamil vibes from these guys. These guys are no, sorry, Radies, but they're more westernized, right? They just grew up here. Call
Which
it
is
whatever you
fine.
want, Western washed, right? It's fine. It is what it is. And but even like it's crazy. Like my coworkers, like older guys, like back when I used to work the 9 to 5, it's so funny. Like he was a lot older, and he like grew up in Sri Lanka, moved to Germany, then Canada. But like obviously at work, you can't really give off your cultural vibes. But it's crazy. Like when we hit the Luxor a couple of days back, and then now you on to see the young people so in love with their culture and
Yeah.
like doing something about like not suppressing it but just being open about it. It's actually such a beautiful thing because even you and Deluxe, you guys are both, if I'm not mistaken, Deluxe is also Canadian born, so you have all the same reasons that most
Hmm.
kids have, that to be Western washed, but you decided no, I want to represent my culture.
Hmm.
I'm a fashion, I guess, a student of fashion, and not only do I want to create fashion design, I want to somehow represent my culture.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's
That's so,
powerful.
and yo, like I also want to touch on the fact that like I think it's cool how like there aren't that many people that agree with this, but I personally feel like my kids have to know Tamil. Like
Hmm.
I was really talking to
Mm,
one of my friends last
100%.
night about this, and like it's like if you start to like eventually everyone's gonna start to forget. Like even myself, like I'm not that good at speaking Tamil. Like I'll be honest, I can read. I used to be able
No
to like
way.
write pretty well.
You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
read
yeah. Can you read
Tamil?
Tamil?
Yeah, I could. But like it
Yeah,
like
I can read
I
Tamil.
struggle a little bit. I gotta breathe in
Yeah, yeah,
between
yeah.
to read fully.
No, I struggle a little bit too. But like I think people like I think that's just a cool thing to be able to do. And like even like I've been to Sri Lanka I think what like 3 times, and every single time I go it's like you realize like how much about you is actually left behind. And I think
Yeah.
Umar, I don't know if you know too much about like the whole Tamil Elam thing, but it's like there's obviously a genocide against town people.
yes, yeah.
So many town people were like killed and whatever. And I think it's like people like Mithusha and people like Deluxe or all these Tamil creators, I think they really do deserve a lot of credit because they're in a way keeping a lot of this alive. And whether that's through streetwear or books, but even just by making content.
Content, yeah, that's a big thing.
And that's the thing. Like, it's cool. Like,
dude,
it's cool to see.
maybe Release could resonate with this,
Yeah.
but or maybe even Mithusha, you could resonate with this too. Because growing up, again, I grew up in Pickering, which is a suburb in the GTA. Well, before it wasn't part of GTA, but now it's part of the GTA. And at the time, like I was literally born and brought up there. It was my neighbors, everybody was white. Maybe a couple of black people, but mostly just white. So for me, like being in elementary school, me and like maybe two other kids are brown, it was actually an insecurity that like, oh, all these kids are white and I'm brown. And like, and even like in like elementary school, I remember getting teased like, just like obviously I didn't smell like Kurt, or maybe I did, but kids saying, oh, you smell like Kurt or something. It's usually your friends that tease you, right?
Yeah.
And it was always like a low key insecurity where I didn't want my Indian side to shine through. Even like my name, like even though we pronounce our names, right? Like Umar, but that's not how my family pronounces my name. They pronounce Umar, right?
Yeah.
So it's so crazy that like I feel like so many kids feel that, and then seeing like someone like you, someone like the Lux, to be so proud of their culture, it's crazy because again, the only time I've actively seen this in communities, at least in the GTA, was in the Punjabi community. They represent
exactly. They're
they
so
represent.
Proud. Born and raised.
Look at Punjabi music too, fam. Like Punjabi music just goes crazy. Like freaking.
Bro, you go down downtown
Montreal.
Montreal, you just walk around downtown Montreal, you just hear some brown munde like just busting like, oh, you
brown
hear
munde.
that.
It's crazy. And I feel like when I was younger, I lacked that culture. And I feel like that's what affected me like now. But I'm so glad like as I'm growing up and I'm able to appreciate my culture. And I'm so glad to see that other creators are also appreciating the culture and merging it in. I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I merge my culture in the content I create. I just don't think I create that type of content. But it's good to see. Like Radies is kind of dabbling with it. It's interesting to see how it goes.
People often mix it when they say like, yeah, you wanna portray your culture. You wanna show it off and be there and like like create awareness and all that, but you don't have to make all your content just that. You have to resonate with people. You're not, if you go to a lecture and the teacher is just talking about one thing and you sit down, you learn that all the time. You're not gonna vibe with it. You have to portray it and show it in different ways, and that's how people are gonna relate to you, vibe with you. Like it's just you just have to. You don't need to incorporate all the time and be in people's face, but you just have to show that it's always there with you whenever you go. Like that's it.
Oh, for
that's
sure.
how like you resonate with people.
Sure.
But yeah.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. No, that's Mithusha, I have a question. Do you think I'm whitewashed based off of what you've seen?
I mean, I don't know you, but I wouldn't say.
Just based like a what have you seen?
Let me hear you speak Tamil first.
Okay, no, we're not doing
that. No. Actually, I had that in my mind, bro. Don't be a pussy, bro. I don't care. We can't force our guests to do these things, but if she asks us to do Tamil, just fucking say it.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm getting red, fam. No, we're not doing that here.
Nah, chill. Alright, anyways, fam, just say something, bro. Don't be a pussy. Oh, it just means do it.
You're wearing Nike, bro. Just do it, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm wearing Nike, so I have to do it. Okay.
No, just reply to what she says.
Okay, you can speak Tamil. Why are you afraid? You know what? One thing, people.
I didn't say I can't.
No. Okay, one thing though.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
One thing though. A lot of kids, they have an accent to speak Tamil and they're scared to speak Tamil. We have to make them feel comfortable to speak Tamil, even if they have an accent. Cause imagine coming to a country. Okay, example me. A lot of kids here in Quebec. Sometimes they don't speak Tamil, but imagine learning French, English, all that. It's hard for these kids coming and living in Canada and have to learn all these languages. It's hard. So big up to these kids that are trying. Even if you have an accent or not, big ups to you for even trying. Being whitewashed, I'm not going to say it's fine, but it's you know what? Being white, let me rephrase that. Being whitewashed, it is fine. But being proud of it and being like, oh, I hate Tamil people. Look at me, I'm so whitewashed. That's wrong. Don't put your own people down because you feel like something is shit about you and then you want to bring yourself up. Don't do that. If you're whitewashed, you're whitewashed, but don't put your people down for it. Don't be like, oh, you're such a fob. I hate that word. The word fob. That one did not expect that. Thank you. I feel like I'm still like Nickelodeon TV show, but people that say, "Oh my God, you're such a fob." I've received that. Multiple times. But you know what? At least I can make you laugh in Tamil. I can make you laugh in French. I can make you laugh in English. I can even try.
Oh, do it. Yeah. Okay, no. Tamil. Now you gotta spit some French bars. If I said something in Tamil, you gotta speak in French.
Tu veux que je dise quoi?
Nous pouvons parler en français.
Bien sûr que je peux parler en français. J'ai appris français depuis que j'étais petite, là, yo.
Yeah,
No.
like she.
Fuck,
Okay,
that's
so
not
the
that
way.
hard for her though, because she lives in Montreal, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What'd you expect?
Yeah, like fuck, that was kind of stupid.
I speak a little bit Spanish. I can,
Come
if
on,
if you put me in like, I don't know, in Spain,
Wait,
I can try.
Hola,
time out.
¿cómo estás, shorty?
Mithusha, do you want to be put on the spot?
I can try. You know what? Fuck it, YOLO.
All right, sing for us.
Ah, no! Yo!
Got him!
Acting too confident.
Got him!
I was acting too confident.
Yo, Mithusha, what's that one song that you always fucking sing on TikTok?
Kanitiw podla.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey,
That's
come on, everybody!
effort, man.
I want.
Fire.
Yo, it's
You guys
iCarly up
going
to this
wild.
point, bro. It's iCarly.
Yeah,
It feels like that. But shout out to my cousin
100%.
Kanye then. That's his favorite song. He really loves that song,
Right.
and I was just walking around the streets, and I just wanted to sing that song, and now people are referring me and linking me with that song. But shout out to Kanye then, my cousin.
Yeah, that's your song now.
It all came from him. I'm telling you right now, my comedy, my humor, and all of that, it all comes from these people. I'm just gonna shout them out, okay? Kajanen,
Yo.
Kadivet, Kadisha, my sister, everyone. Those people, those are the people that support me to this day. Those are all my cousins, my friends. They're the reason why I'm here, and I'm always gonna be grateful for them. Like, they're my blood, ride or die, and I'll always be there for them as well.
Fire.
No, we like that. It's so funny because there's like certain things that like you're known for, and I think it's like it's your thing now. Like people just attach that to you. So I think it's
crazy. It's crazy. I did not know that. Just me speaking something. You know that that good morning Appa Velio. Okay, it was legit me. Okay, I dropped out of social science. I was in social science last semester, and I couldn't do that shit no more. I was like, fuck this. And
shit.
I had a class at 10 a.m. and I had to wake up at 8 a.m. Okay, and I was in bed. I was like, fuck, like, do I really want to go to this? Like, do I really want to do this right now? And I was depressed. I was just like, I hate what I'm doing. I hate school. I just want to drop out. And I was just in bed thinking about, like, videos and concentrating. And I saw this like filter, that monkey filter. It was so funny. And I just did it. I posted it. I deleted it. 5 minutes, I deleted it. And then I'm getting ready to go to school, and I go on live. I just went on live, and some dude, I forgot his name. I wish I knew his name because he's the reason why. But I went on live, and this guy was like, yo, why did you delete that good morning something video? Why did you delete that? I was like, whoa, was it good? Like, should I post it? And that follower was like, you should post it. It's really good. And ever since then, my content flipped so much, and I'm grateful for that one person. If you remember who you are, if you remember saying that to me, thank you. And I will shout out GT as well. He's a content creator from London, and he's the one who started the duets. And if I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for him to start the whole chain, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So shout out to him.
Yo, so I was gonna duet that video, but like I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna say because like everyone because I'm not like I don't make that type of content, right? But like I seen that one in specific, I'm like, yo, like I have to fucking say something. But I just left. I was like, nah, it's not my time. But those are so funny. I think Deluxe had a funny one. There's a couple of guys that had a bunch of funny ones, and I think it was so cool to see as well. It's like everyone just kind of came together.
My
and
dad
it's
was like, my dad has TikTok, and he saw that. He was like, why are you waking up next to random guys? I'm like, bro, it's a duet. It's not true. Every day on this bed, like, yo, relax.
That's so funny.
I seen the TikTok too. You're like, Appa, davangal podranga nanal or something like that.
It's not me, man. This man was about to frame me in that, but like, it was not me.
Talked a bit about fashion. Mithusha, tell us, what do Tamil guys need to start wearing?
Okay, what Talon guys need to start wearing? Okay, let's go with
Stop wearing.
Stop. Okay, stop. Please stop. Please. I beg you, stop with the freaking turtlenecks. Okay, formal. You go to formal, you wear a turtleneck, and you slap on a freaking chain. You call that, yo, I look so nice. Please try something new. And also,
everyone be Drake.
And also, another thing, please stop with the tech, please. I beg you, stop with the tech, please. But another thing, a Nike hoodie is not gonna get your shorty, bro. Trust me.
What hoodie?
A Nike hoodie you know.
Fuck, yo.
Shots fired. Shots fired. It's
And
off. Nips out too.
oh
Oh
shit,
hell no, fam. Not that white tee, bro. Not that white tee, fam.
bro.
I'm putting it back
I,
up. I'm putting it back up.
and Nike
Well, you know what? Well, you know what, Mithusha? I get shorties in my Nike hoodie. Oh
you know,
my god.
if I can help people, you know what? I don't discriminate. Wear your Nike hoodie. Be, you know, if that's what you're gonna, you know. But it's not gonna work with me. You gotta work more than that with me. That's for sure.
That's funny as
But
fuck.
I mean
Nah,
the
so-
turtlenecks. I mean the turtlenecks. I can't do that anymore. I can't.
Yo, Umar, you always perk the turtlenecks, no?
Nah, you're tripping, bro. I have a fucking built-in turtleneck, bro.
Oh shit.
Get a fucking built-in turtleneck, bro.
I got flashed,
Simon
bro.
is
Shit, I'm so sorry.
it's gonna be fucking Joe. Oh man.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I just
I got flashed
fucking...
on seeking success.
Jesus.
I was trying to seek success, but I seeked nipples. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's Radies doing this thing. How old are
How
you
old are
guys?
we?
Yeah.
Well, time out. That's an
Yeah.
offensive question.
I mean, like, if you guys don't mind.
2023.
Ayo.
I'm
Just the number, but I just
Come
want to
on,
know the
man.
number.
Next thing you're gonna ask is what's our gender? Come
Bro.
on.
You know what? You wanna be a fridge? Be a fridge. It's fine. It's fine.
Ooh.
God.
Yo, I think Umar wants to be a mutton roll. It's fucking wasty.
Oh my god.
Yo, so Umar,
I'm so confused, bro.
Guess our ages. Guess our ages.
Oh yeah, I guess our ages. That's actually more fun. And then we'll tell you after.
Okay. I think Umar is like 26 and Radies is like 22. 22.
Very, very close.
Yeah, you got my age right.
Oh
I'm
shit! What about?
I'm turning 24 in a couple of days, but I'm 23 right now.
Oh damn! And you're married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got married last year. Yo, we've been dating from grade 10, man. I had to lock her down, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this guy,
See,
yo, we
Tamil
should stop.
people can never. Tamil people can never.
What, get married young?
Yeah.
Yo, okay, no. But I've been saying, I told Umar this too. If I find the right girl, wallahi, I'll marry her tomorrow. I'll tie the knot tomorrow, no problem. If I found the right girl.
Oh damn! I mentally still feel like I'm 14, so I'm not ready for that.
Wait,
at all.
what are you? You're 20, right?
I'm 20. But I mentally feel like I mentally feel like I'm 17. I'm stuck at that age where COVID started. Like after COVID, everything feels so surreal.
Yo, are we allowed to have minors on the show, fam?
No, but I'm 20. I'll get you my ID, bro. I'm 20. I'm turning 21, please.
What kind of content we filming, fam? Guys
I
said
got
minor.
you flash nipples. Don't even start. Don't
Oh
even start.
my god. It was an
Yo, time
accident.
out. Fam, do you take that in, bro? You're basically going to jail. You flashed.
Oh my god.
It's 2023, bro. So if she says she's a minor, bro, you're done,
Bro, I'm
fam.
not a
Call
minor.
the cops right now.
I didn't mean it like that. I swear. I've mentioned.
No, don't worry. It's 2023. It's
Oh,
2023.
fam,
If she says she's a minor, she's a minor,
Fam.
fam.
Yo, Umar,
What's up?
remove the chat from her name and what is it?
Me too.
Fam, she's gonna Me Too challenge me.
I don't want to. That was so good, though. I hate that it was good. I hate that was so good. But I won't. You know, it's not even ME2CHAT.
It's ME2CHAT, right?
It's not even ME2CHAT or ME2.
It's ME2CHAT, isn't it?
It's Medusa. It's literally Mithusha. Sha in French means cat.
Oh, Shah's cat. Yeah.
I was 14 when I thought of it. I thought it was cool. But people are like, oh my god, ME2CHAT. But you know, I don't mind me being known like that. But it's actually.
Oh, yo, okay. What the fuck? That's actually so intelligent. What the hell?
You became stage names. I'm glad.
Yo, you should tell people like, oh, it's Mithusha. You know, I'm from Montreal. Alors, je parle en français. Chat, chien.
Oh shit! Yeah. But
Yo,
Umar,
Radies, you can
Umar, I have a
ask that.
question for
Oh,
you.
yes. Sure.
Good morning, Umar.
What's up?
Velaya.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she asked you a question. Yo, ask him again.
Good morning, Umar. Velaya, Naliki.
Yes.
Oh,
You
Omar.
do? You better look at
Mm.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, and the vela.
In the Velaya.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
I just had to hit you up with the line as well. He made me do it. He made me do it.
So wait, what does that mean?
It means you're a fucking idiot.
No. I would never, bro.
Thanks.
I would never say that to you, Umar. We're boys like that. I would never.
Yo, I would. Nah,
It
it
just
just
means.
means you're.
Yeah, it means
So,
like good morning, like appa. Some people call their husband appa means dad, right? I don't know why
Okay,
that's so
okay.
disgusting, but you know,
it's like daddy. It's like, you know.
Oh.
shit, man.
Anyways,
Now,
No, that's what it is. That's
bro,
what it is. What the fuck?
now when my mom is gonna call my dad, you're putting pictures of my freaking head, man. Why would you do that, bro?
Yo, but that's what. Yo, but take it in. Take it in. All the Tamil aunties, when they're calling their dad or their husbands appa, what does that mean?
I thought it's because it's to teach us whenever we were kids to say that's appa. Isn't that what it is?
Well, no. Do you see
Oh
white
shit.
people calling their husbands dad?
they say weird things, so they say like hubby and shit, and like.
Yeah, but the kids don't call the dad hubby.
And they call
Think
them,
about it. All the Tamil aunties are low key freaks. They're calling their husbands daddy in front of everyone.
No. But yo, if I'm not mistaken, bro, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tamil language is probably more like the Urdu language and like the Arabic language, where one word can mean multiple different words.
No, fam. Appa means dad, like father.
No. Appa could mean dad, but it could just be a word of respect. Like for example, we use in Urdu we use babu, right? People could say babu for their dad, or if they're talking to a stranger, they go, "Hey, babu," and then they ask a question. So maybe I'm just
No,
trying
because
to
like
help.
then you'd be like, oh, like
my mom used to call her dad Aya, and Aya means
yeah,
old.
exactly, yeah.
Aya means old man, and also you can call that like dad as well. That's
Yeah,
weird.
like we call my grandfather like Ayar. Like even my dad calls his dad Ayah. So
You know, Radies, do you say appalam or pappadam, bro?
oh, it's papadum. It's 100% papadum. You say appalam?
Appalam.
No, it's papadum.
Sounds like some beet, bro. It doesn't make any sense. How are you eating a beet? It's
No, Okay, appalam is even in Sri Lanka. I swear, everyone. Okay, where in Sri Lanka are you Dukes from?
my mom is from. Well, my parents are from Jaffna, obviously, but
Oh, okay.
specifically they're from Kokavir. I don't know if you know where that is.
Yo, it's so crazy because like I think people like you said like you don't receive a lot of hate. Like even we didn't have that written as a question. I told Umar we don't need to ask that question. Umar's like no, let's ask it just in case. I'm like bro, trust me, she doesn't get hate. And like, do you think because we've already established that the Tamil community is very supportive, but like there is a loud minority. At least I get this a lot of just fucking hate. And where do you think it comes from? Like, what do you think it's because of? It? Do you think it's just like town people don't want to see other town people win when it comes to a certain level, or do you think it's just like specific based on the person?
I feel like it's within the person, and also Tamil people. Some Tamil people don't want to see other Tamil people win because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
do the same thing, and then someone is doing good, you're like, oh, why is this person doing good? And like hatred comes with it, and they just want to talk their shit and make you like fuck up your flow or your vibe. And a
Yeah.
lot of time I received very like nasty comments of I wouldn't say that's hate though. That's more like just someone angry behind the screen, and they would just say like the p word or all that, and I'm just like whoa, because as a woman, I feel like a lot of Tamil men that see my videos, like let's say like very, very close-minded, they see that and they're like, women should not have this much of a freedom of speech of putting their stuff out there like this, and they're getting mad and they're like, oh, why our Tamil culture is going so bad? Women used to be like people that would just stay at home and take care of the kids. Why is she like putting her stuff out there, sharing thoughts? Since when does she even have thoughts? So I feel like it's really like
Mm.
rooted mentally, like that back home minded aspect.
Yeah.
But even if someone is hating on a guy, it's like, oh, who does he think he is, Vijay? Because they think it's only those actors that can do it, but those actors started from somewhere, and now that social media, camera is so, and you see that everywhere and all the time. That's why like you see people progress. It's not just nepotism. Boom, you're an actor. You have to work hard for it,
Mm.
and people don't understand that.
Yo, let's all give a quick message to the haters. Yo, Mithusha, you go first.
Haters. Huh. Let me think.
Quick message, quick message. We're all gonna go.
Quick message.
Dakinde,
Okay.
dakinde. Dépêchez-toi.
Other people down when you can do it. Don't like. Why are you putting other people down? Just shut up, okay? You're legit someone that's just in your parents' basement. Your parents wouldn't even be proud of you if you're like this. So just
Grape.
stop.
Shots fired.
I hate them.
Yeah, Umar, go quick. We'll make one clip out of all of it.
Okay, message to my haters. Thank you. You guys have bought me a lot of nice things and took me on a lot of nice vacations. I appreciate you.
Umar is my
Yo, message to my haters. Let's compare bank accounts and then we can talk.
Yo, my bank account is crying right now. Don't even start. As a student, it's the worst thing ever.
God. Okay. So Mithusha, we also want to moving on from the
Jesus
hate.
Christ.
Shit went dark.
Yo, what a podcast. Yo, by the way, Fab, this is the first female guest we've had, so shout out to Mithusha, because you're...
Thank you.
Again, I've been saying you're breaking barriers everywhere you go. And so far it's been so fun. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Yeah, it has been very, very fun. I wanted to ask you, obviously, your top T, the female top T. How do your parents feel about you creating content? Was she top N?
Yeah.
No, top Tamil, bro. Top Tamila.
Oh, the T was for Tamil?
Yeah, it wasn't for deluxe.
Oh.
I mean, it could have been for deluxe. It was a double entente, bro. No. Yeah, how do your parents feel about you starting content, like when you just started versus like now?
When I just started, I was 13, and I would do these. My Montreal Tamil people know this. I started Auntie Lada. They would know this. My Montreal Tamils are very, very like community. Like the community is so strong. They've been seeing me grow ever since I was a kid, and they would go to my dad and be like, "Oh, your kid is doing this," and my dad was like, "What? Since when? She's going to high school soon. I need to take her phone." He deleted all my stuff. He was like, "You're not doing this no more." So that's when I started being like, "Oh man, like I don't know if I want to do this." And then from 13.
Wait, so you went viral as a
in
child?
Montreal? Yeah, people like outside of Montreal knew me, like in Toronto and stuff. Like it was a smaller community, but my YouTube videos, like imagine 2017, it would get like 3,000 views.
Oh shit!
So that's pretty good.
What the heck?
Like, back then, and
that's pretty cool.
My dad would see that, and my dub smashes as well. My dad was like, "No, you're not doing this no more." He deleted all my stuff. To this day, I'll remember it, and it makes me sad. But legit is the proudest. Like when it comes to me, this guy goes to everyone's house with his phone. He's like, "Look, this is my daughter, guys. This is my daughter." He's so proud now. Like, even when I go to his work and everything, like all of his coworkers, his friends, and everyone, they just support me, and I love my dad. Like even though he did like fuck me up when I was a kid and delete all my stuff, like now getting that support from my dad, I love it. And my mom, ever since I was a kid, my mom is my best friend, and she always supports everything I do. Even to this day, she supports everything I do. So they're really supportive. Love them.
Fire. You know what, Mithusha?
Yeah.
Or go ahead, Radies.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I think a lot of people, like I said, like there is a little girl out there that's watching this, can really appreciate that, because even I can say for myself, like, I don't know, for me, I don't know if I'm at your level yet when it comes to like support from my parents, but like when I first started, like, because I dropped out of uni, right, and like obviously imagine being Tamil dropping out of uni, and like it wasn't until like I bought my car where my dad was finally like accepting of what I did. And I think you proving it to everyone else out there that, yeah, okay, maybe your dad really disliked what you were doing, but now he's starting to support it. I think you even just talking about that, like here or just anywhere else, I think that is just gonna be so powerful for just, like I said, that little girl watching this, or even that guy watching this, because like it's so weird. Like in our, I guess, culture, like certain things, it's like if you do it, you just completely lose touch with your parents. They're like, I shit you not, like for years I did not even talk to my dad. Like we'd still live in the same house, but I'd not say a word to him for years. And like eventually when you realize that like all that shit like really does take a toll on you, like when your own parents don't even talk to you and like they don't support you, and like it's just such a weird vibe. And it's cool to see like you as well, like break through it, because I think for you it's like a female content creator, it's like super looked down in the community, like you said.
I just want to add on that,
big kudos.
Whatever someone would to me and they're like, "Yo, even though you're a woman, you're so funny." I don't know what to say, bro. Like, what the frick? Like, they'll be like, "Women are not usually funny, but you're funny." I'm like, what? Shit like that. I don't know. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, girls are usually more funny to like be around.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
some people actually
That's
say
what
that.
I
I'm
thought.
like,
Like,
well, I don't even want to answer that. Like, I don't even want to say thank you to that. It's so messed up.
yeah,
What I
no,
want to say was to circle back to your dad deleting all your stuff. I want to say because like a lot of people when they're creating content, like they ask, like, "Yo, can anyone go viral?" And I genuinely forget about viral. I genuinely anybody could create a career on social media,
hmm
but it takes a certain type of person to do it, right? You could change yourself to be that kind of person, but there's definitely a certain type of character profile you need to reach. And it's crazy whether like you would have went viral back then or your dad deleted your content. Honestly, this is crazy. I don't think that really affected your career path. I actually think your dad saved you from like years of old cringy videos that would have been so circulating online versus like you create content, you know you could do it. There was a gap, and when you came back, you're able to refine. So it's super dope. And like just a message for the people that want to create content, just start. Like just start. Don't make anything of these things be excuses.
okay, so we're gonna get a bit deep. Are you ready, Mithusha?
Yep.
Okay, so we saw you posted something, and it talked about how at the start of 2022 you were losing yourself, and we just want to know if you could talk about that, talk about what you were going through.
Um, going back to like I was really in a toxic setting. I wouldn't even say relationship. I was in a toxic setting of people, and from 2019 to 2020, start of 2022, I was trying to be someone that it wasn't me, and I lost myself completely. And after that, I take bring myself back together, and I went through like various stages of my life where like um various stages of my life where I thought I was doing something that was me, but it was not me. So I went like that's when I spoke to my mom about it, and I was like, "Mom, I'm going through this," and she told me, "Okay, go to London, go see your atte, go enjoy, and come back." And when I went there, I saw how the Tamil community over there are very supportive with one another. And I spoke to my cousin, and my cousin's friends and everything were like, "Yo, you're so funny. Like, why don't you make Tamil TikToks and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
love the way you guys think, because Tamil Londoners, they got so much going on that, they support each other, such a great, talented community." And I came back home, and then I spoke to my sister. My sister was like, "Yo, it's true. Like, do that." And the toxic setting I was in, they never accepted me the way I was, where I was going through a lot, which is like severe OCD, anxiety. I had sleep paralysis every day for 2 years,
Oh
and it,
shit.
it, it was
Wow.
really bad. And I was on anxiety pills, antidepressants, all of that.
Oh
And
shit.
I was like,
Wow.
and I'll be very honest, I never thought I would be alive more than 19 years of age of my life. If you told me 2 years
Wow.
ago today, right now at 20, you're doing this, and you became this. And ME2CHAT is not just a little screen name that you were when you were 16, and it's actually known. I would have lost it and cried, because I never thought I would make it past 19. So it's really, I just had to
Wow.
cleanse myself from the toxicity and accept myself for the way I am, and stop apologizing for being the person I am. And the only good thing that ever came out of my life is being myself. So that's the thing. I learned to be
Mm,
myself, and I love it. I love me. I love myself.
Wow. Thank you
no,
so much for sharing
honestly,
that, because
yeah.
that's
Thanks for being
wow.
vulnerable.
Yeah,
Wow.
like that's why I really want to
I'm kind of
help
mindblown.
everyone that's going through these stuff. Be yourself. Just be yourself.
Okay, but what was like the number one thing that helped you pull you out? Are you still on medications or you're all natural?
I'll be very, very honest. I am not under medication, but I do go to therapy still to keep myself like, intact, because obviously you kind of drift away from other things. But I am doing
Mhm.
better. I don't get sleep paralysis anymore, so it's going very good.
Nice.
Going very, very good.
Okay. And then again, not to dwell on this for too long, but what's your genuine consensus on? A lot of people think that depression is a made-up illness. I'm not gonna lie, I fall into that class of people, but you actually going through it yourself, and I'm not gonna lie, I went through my fair share of darkness. Do you think depression is a state of mind, or do you think it's actually a real thing that's a physical
It's
thing?
actually a physical thing, because it's really not made up. One thing I'm gonna say: the way your mind feels, it's gonna affect on your body. Anxiety actually,
Mm-hmm.
when you have anxiety, your back will hurt. Trust me, whenever you go outside and you feel anxious, feel the way you feel. Why do you shake when you're anxious?
Yeah,
Why do you
pain.
shake when you're anxious? The way your heart and mind feels goes to your body. Everything is linked.
Oh, yeah,
Everything is linked.
for
And
sure.
that's one thing I want to help is that depression is not a made up thing. Some people may use it for their own advantage to get away from things. I'll be very honest, but
Yeah.
depression is real. When you're depressed, you want to sleep a lot. You don't want to even eat. You don't even want to talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
some people don't even know they're depressed, and that's the thing. We should make it more of a topic spoken, and help each other out, because nowadays everyone is so stuck. Okay, internet and social media creates this mindset of like this illusion of infinity, right? You Back in the day, you would see someone, you'll be like, oh, I saw you at school, and that's it. But on internet, you always talk to that person all the time. You're stuck in that internet. You're always in front of that phone. People don't
Mm.
feel real
Yes.
emotions anymore. People don't feel real feelings anymore, and that's how you fall into that depression. You just don't know who you are, and you feel like you're in
Yeah.
a simulation all the time. And that's why I feel like people
Mm.
should get away from that screen and really feel life what it is. That air that you feel in the morning, feel it. Like just try to
Mm.
seek happiness. Get away from
Wow.
that screen and all that. Just try to be happy,
Okay.
and everything
Fine.
will
Yo,
go well.
Mithusha, I think this could be a whole episode of its own. So I don't
Yeah.
even reduce. I know I could see like you want to say something. Let's not go back and forth on this. I actually have a crazy idea that I'll discuss with you after the podcast. But I'd love to have you on to discuss this in full detail, because I think there's two sides to be displayed here. Because like you said, there are people who are actually going through it, and there's people who are not. And it'd be so much more educational and entertaining if we just had a whole episode for it on its own. But let's just roll into the rapid fire round. That was heavy.
Yeah.
That was heavy.
Wow, there's so much I want to say there, but you're
I
right.
know. I
We'll
know.
put it for like the back
I know.
burner. What maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk about it after. But
Yeah.
damn. Oh man, this is actually such a juicy episode. Okay,
Yo,
so
am I
Medusa,
exposing myself? I'm joking. Yeah, I'm an open book.
no, like genuinely again, like I think
I feel like people
we
are
can't
gonna
stress
know a
enough.
whole different side of me that they did not like see.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I think we wanted to kind of bring that side out of you as well, because
Yeah.
like I said, like everyone knows, like the glitz, the glamour. She has all this clout. She's doing this, she's doing that. But like, who actually is this girl from Montreal behind a phone,
Yeah.
right? And like you said, like it's kind of funny. So you're saying our parents are right. We should put away our
We
phones.
should, man. We should.
Like,
Okay.
no, 100%. I think
Okay.
like just that stimulation, and I think people do deserve to know, and I think you also deserve to be known for the real you, as opposed to
Just
Leo and like whatever, like you know what I mean. Like
yeah.
there's more to what meets the eye, and so I guess let's maybe
Let's
take things down a bit. Let's have some fun. Okay, let's talk about some fun things. We're gonna go into the shorts round. So basically, we're just gonna try and get your answer in less than 60 seconds. So just quick. Yeah, let's get right into it. Umar, you can
Well,
take.
yeah. So the first one, and I guess it's a hard question, but just briefly, walk us through your creative process when creating content.
So I'll just put my. Sometimes I do my videos with my mom. I just put my phone there and let my mom do whatever it is, and then it will be under that 3 minutes, because there's on TikTok there's 50 seconds, 60 seconds, 3 minutes. Always put that 3 minutes and let your camera roll. Cut, and then boom, you got a video. Just let yourself go.
Fire.
Let,
Fire.
yep.
Trimming the fat, eh? All right, next question. Money, promotions, how much? So obviously you're a content creator. What's the biggest promo you pulled in?
Um, to be honest, I don't do promotions right now because I don't feel like I'm too up there yet. But one thing is for sure, is whenever I get like streetwear brands that come up to me and they say, I see that you love streetwear and do you want to rep it? That's why I rep this one as well. I will 100% help them do whatever it is. They can give it to me for free and I'll rep it up. Free clothes for me and clout for them. So I just love helping people.
Yeah. Okay, Mithusha, what are your top three Tamil movies?
Oh, oh shit, Adavan, your Vadivel's comedy on that is the reason why my humor is there. Um, I really like Something Something. It's my childhood movie.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Moon. I love that movie. Moon is just great.
One. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, but those are some good
No
movies. What
triple
were
R?
your? Sorry.
I said no triple R.
Triple R.
Oh,
That's not even like a Tamil movie, but that is a good movie. Okay, who are your top three Tamil actors?
Danush.
Oh, okay, wait, Vijay or Surya?
Vijay.
Oh,
I'll be
let's see
honest.
what
My
everyone
my
thinks
my,
about
my
that one.
top three Tamil actors is Vikram because this guy can act, Danush, and I love Kamal. Kamal breaks boundaries
Kamal
for our
Hassan,
culture.
yeah.
This guy is ahead of his time. Like too good, too good.
Yeah. Okay, okay, you know why Dhanush is a goat? This guy cheated on Rajini's daughter.
Whoa, whoa,
Isn't that
that is
crazy?
crazy. That is messed up.
Okay, that is messed up. We don't endorse cheating. Okay, yo, we asked Deluxe, and we obviously have to ask you. I think you're probably the biggest Tamil TikToker out there. Who are your three favorite Tamil TikTokers?
Chinna Tamla. I love that guy.
Okay,
He feels like cousin. Like he feels like family. Hissy 123. He's literally my best best friend. And
okay,
who else? Who else? Tilaks, of course, 100%, 100%. And I want to say one more.
that's three.
I
That's
want to
three.
say
No, these are all time. You can only pick
what?
three.
Oh shit.
Okay, how about this? How about this? I have another question for
A
you.
bonus.
Okay, who are your top three right now? So not all time, just right now.
I got 60 seconds to think. Right?
Yeah, you can take your time and think and then answer if you want.
Who does? Uh, Frick. I don't know. I would say it's those three for real. Like they're really good, and I feel like I'm missing someone, and that person's gonna text me tomorrow like, "Yo, fuck you, you're so fake." I would say some oh, there's another guy called Deluxe or something from London. That guy, it's another guy that does videos from London, and he's known, and he's really good.
Wait, and his name's also
Yeah,
Deluxe?
and
Wait, which Deluxe is better, the Toronto one or the London one?
both are good. Don't go there. Both are good. Oh, and I would say we're always thinking about like TikTokers and all that people that like do TikToks, but I would really want to shout out one of my other cousin. His name is Madhu. This guy started hosting last year. For someone to be able to entertain people in real life, that's goated. So Madhu is my all-time favorite. Always, I love that guy. He's my cousin, and he's too good. He's the reason why I do Me2CHAT is going this good as well. So please put there Madhu,
Mm.
okay?
Fine.
Shout out to him.
Okay, so Mithusha, we are gonna go into our rapid fire round. But before we get into that, because we're wrapping things up, do you have any questions or anything else you want to talk about or ask us?
You guys start seeking success because it's a really good like. I feel like it's really good that you guys are doing this.
Yeah, everyone asks us that question, eh? Okay, so basically, where is it? So I wrote here. Let me show you. So I wrote a book
Oh, you
in
wrote a book?
2019. I basically freaking wrote the book, and then it became like a brand almost, and it just became like a thing. And it's like the slogan of seeking success is like I don't think anyone ever stopped seeking. Oh, I don't think anyone ever stops seeking success. Like even if you've made it to a certain point, you eventually still have to continue to improve. And then we were doing YouTube, and we just decided like, yo, like let's just do a podcast. Let's talk to cool people. Let's just put out more content because we made a lot of crypto content. So like Bitcoin and stuff like that. And now if you take a look at crypto, it's not doing too good. So there's nothing really to talk about. So we were like, yeah, let's just do a podcast, interview people, talk shit, have dope people like yourself on, and
Should meet
yeah,
new
it's pretty much
people as well.
the whole
Shit,
story
I'm
behind
so
it.
proud of you guys. You guys gotta.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
really good.
So, so this round, you basically have to reply with one word, okay? So we're gonna say a word, and you have to reply with one word. Okay, Umar, take it away, bro.
All right. The first word is success.
Improvement.
Ooh, challenge.
That's not one word though. It's,
It's okay.
It's okay,
getting out
just
of
whatever,
comfort
sure.
zone.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
That's a good one. All right. Failure.
It's good because it puts you up by learning, you know. Failure is good to learn from.
Motivation.
Consistent.
Networking.
Socializing.
Personal development.
Learning from mistakes.
Culture.
Important.
Business.
Being real.
Okay.
Family.
Why am I bugging on family, bro? It's family. No!
Mithusha hates her family,
No!
bro.
Family, important as well.
Judgment.
Sure.
Judgment. Good and bad in both ways.
All right. Mental health.
Should be spoken about.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
So
We got 2
Mithusha
questions
makes the
left.
rules over here. We told her 1 word. She gave us
Bro, I
3 for
hate it.
every answer. So let's
I
go,
hate it.
Mithusha.
The last 2 questions is, who is your most motivating person of all time?
My older brother, Sanjay. He motivates me a lot
Sheesh.
to be the person I am today and to always work hard. And I saw the struggles of him when he was my age, and you know, he made it, and I have all the resources to make it in the future because of him, because he helped me a lot, and he's the reason why I want to always work hard every day, and I'm proud of him always. And I'm very happy
Nice.
he's my brother and he's someone in my circle that close of a bloodline, and he's my motivation, inspiration in life.
Okay.
Fine.
That's good. That's good. Okay, and the last question, Mithusha, it's been a pleasure to have you so far. Now, let's just say up until you were born till now, your whole life is put into a book. What would the title of that book be called?
It's so corny, but expect the unexpected, because life just got shit just thrown at you all the time. You just have to figure it out.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Nah, that was fire. Mithusha,
That was
thank
fire.
you so
That
much.
was super fun.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you guys
fun. I think
so much for having me. It was really good, and it's really out of my comfort zone. And I'm really grateful that you guys had me and, like, you know, thought that I was a very interesting person to have. So thank you so much for that.
No, for sure.
And
It's honestly it's been a great episode for sure.
yeah, I also want to actually thank you, Medusa, for taking your time to come on. Your story is so inspirational. From the comedy stuff to the family stuff to the cultural stuff to the mental health stuff, you're definitely an inspiration. So again, thank you for being vulnerable today and sharing with us all these tidbits of your life so far. And again, we hope to have you on in the future again, because I feel there's so much more on the other side we could discuss as well.
Yeah.
But that one wraps this one up, guys. If you enjoy watching content like this, do make sure you subscribe, like, comment, leave a review depending on where you're listening to this on. And we're going to put all of Mithusha's links in the descriptions below. So make sure you check it out. Give her a follow as well. She's making amazing content. And until next time,
Thank
stay
you
seeking
so much,
success.
guys. All right,
Bye,
bye.
guys.